nose, my own boogers and scabs. Yeah, I was a pretty picky eater, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Anyways, my name's Richard. I'm going to tell you guys some jokes. It's okay to laugh. Hey, so Nicolas Cage walks into a bar, and the bartender goes, "Oh my God, John Travolta, why the wrong face?" Hey, that's a good one. Works pretty good on your uncle. Don't try it on mine though, he's already heard it. Anyways, I'm from Burlington, Vermont. I'm on an East Coast tour. And I started the trip with a prison show in Vermont. And those guys were pretty rowdy. At one point I was like, geez, I can't take you guys anywhere. None of those guys laughed. But you can't win them all. Anyways, then I went to Montreal. Montreal's pretty cool. I was hanging out in a park in Montreal, and I saw a French guy on some swings. I was like, "Hey man, are you having fun?" And he was like, "Wee!" Alright. Couple bilingual folks, that's cool. Anyways, had a pretty crazy night in New York City, you guys. Ended up puking in the back of a cop car. Which was kind of cool. It's something I've always wanted to do, you know. I can't believe it was unlocked, you know. Luck of the draw. Check that one off the list. Let's see, I went to North Carolina. Saw a restaurant in North Carolina called Pizza Village. And I didn't go inside, but I'm assuming it was just full of Pizza Huts. Yeah. Dude, this guy's good. You're putting it together. You like pizza? Sometimes. I like pizza. If I ever made a pizza oven, I'd make it round, you know, so it'd always be 360 degrees, right? Right, 180. That'd be kind of hot. That'd be like a warm scenario. You know, every piece of pizza comes with one breadstick, right? Yeah, it's curvy and it's at the end. All right. Anyways, one time I did a show at a pizza place. I heard this lady say, "Every time I eat pizza, it goes straight to my butt." And all I could think was like, yeah, that happens to everybody, right? Pretty standard.
Sure. Eventually it goes to your butt.
That's true. Thanks for the commentary. Do you like sports?
Do you?
A little bit. Enough to write 3 jokes about it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So, did you hear about the professional basketball player that was paid under the table?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, all of his checks are nothing but net. All right. Hell yeah. A little bit of a delayed response. That's cool. You know, a lot of stadiums have corporate sponsors now. I think it'd be cool if Clorox sponsored the bleachers, right? Oh yeah. My joke is 99.9% clean.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I like it.
How about those folks in North Carolina that tore down that racist statue? That was pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. This might not be a popular opinion, but I do think they should put that statue back up. Just so they can make a statue of people tearing it down. I think that'd be a pretty cool statue. Alright.
In memoriam.
Maybe that's just a good idea, maybe it's not funny. You know, if orange is the new black, I'm pretty sure the cops are going to shoot the president.
Oh,
right? Exactly. Keep our fingers crossed. Anyways. You know, 99% of Americans said they wouldn't touch Donald Trump according to a 10-foot poll. Some of these are just facts. Anyways, don't worry, I got some more. Does anybody here have bad shoulders? Careful, don't raise your hand, right? I have bad shoulders. I went to see a physical therapist about it, and he wanted me to do all these exercises like every day. But I'm a pretty busy guy, you know. So I asked him if he could recommend something else. He sent me to see a quantum physical therapist, and like he wanted me to think positively about doing all the same exercises.
It's all about the mind.
But that takes the same amount of time, you know. So I ended up seeing a metaphysical therapist, and now I don't even know if I have shoulders. Right? Oh yeah. Now you're reclining.
Dude, you're relaxing me.
I'm trying to get you on the floor.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm just getting comfortable.
Oh no, I understand. Yeah. So I love sleep. You know, sometimes I stay up really late so I can go to bed really early.
Really?
Yeah, that's a semantics thing. Anyways, I do want to dedicate all these jokes to my little brother. My dad and I were playing catch with him the other day, and we dropped him.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah. Butterfingers over
Oh,
here.
poor guy. Your brother.
It wasn't that bad, but then I ended up seriously injuring him in a game of peekaboo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's in the ICU.
Oh, poor dude.
Hell yeah.
Where at?
Yeah, it was crazy when the ambulance came to pick him up. There were some Siamese twins driving, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's the paramedics!" I guess they wanted to be surgeons, but they couldn't cooperate. Anyways,
Where you going up there?
where am I going? I'm staying here until the band is set up. Much respect to all the musicians. I can't play music for shit. I tried to play tambourine for 6 months, but my arm got tired. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys know what you call a really expensive anti-Semitic guitar? It's a Mel Gibson. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's a deep cut. Anyways, country's cool. I actually just bought an old country singer's used scuba gear. Yeah, it's Vince Gills. Huh? This guy. Just watch this guy. If you don't like me, he's doing some act outs. That's pretty cool.
Hey, I'm trying to help you, man.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Let's see. I build skate parks for a living. That's what I do. Yeah, it's something I believe in because I think that the youth of America needs a safe, designated place to buy weed, right?
Our kids, man.
Do you like weed?
I love it.
Oh, you love it? Nice. I had to quit smoking weed. Yeah.
Why? Why?
Hell yeah, if I had some, I'd give it to you. I saw this woman walking down the street today, and I think she stepped on some weed. Yeah, she had high heels. Right, I went at the head shop. But not at the body shop. Oh, that'd be funny if there was a head shop above a body shop, right?
Oh, yeah.
Will somebody write that down for me?
On video.
Alright, cool. Hell yeah. What was my other... Oh yeah, I had to quit smoking weed. Last time I smoked weed, I squirted a whole bottle of Visine into the front of my VCR, trying to get that light to stop blinking, you know? Hell yeah.
Dry eye on your VCR.
What's your name?
Cassandra.
Andrew?
Cassandra.
Oh, hey.
Carl, his name is
Oh, your name's Carl?
Yes.
Carl and Cassandra.
No,
Are you from California?
Yes.
Does that be another CA? You ever been to Vegas?
Twice.
Twice? Cool. I went to Vegas, got kicked out of a casino for eating chips at the blackjack table.
Oh.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yeah, there were Cheetos.
Ones or 20s or 10s?
You know, if you go to the casino in Las Vegas, you'll notice that they got pictures of all the big winners posted all over the place. And I thought it was kind of funny that they didn't have any pictures of any of the losers. But then I realized we were all there in person.
Yeah. They built that building, right?
They did. A casino reason to go back. Hey, okay. Anyways.
I love it. You're good, man.
Sorry about my shorts. I know you're not supposed to wear shorts on stage, but the last time I took them off, the producer got pretty mad, so.
Yeah, really.
That might be a comedy insider joke. You know, in comedy there's a rule of threes, and I don't follow that rule for two reasons. A, because I'm a bad boy, B, because I like misdirection, and C, what I did there.
Yeah, you're a badass. We all know it here.
Damn, that guy called me a badass. Will you write me a letter of recommendation?
Absolutely. Where should I send it?
I don't know, I gotta figure out, I've been looking for a job, you know, and I got an interview recently. They were like, first question, they were like, Mr. Bone, can you describe yourself in 3 words? And I was like, no, I can't. And they were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, pretty sure that's a Wednesday. I can't come in that day. I'm gonna have probation.
You got it. You got it.
Then they asked me what my greatest weakness was, and the first thing that came to my mind was my poor decision-making skills. But instead I told them about how I can't resist stealing office supplies. so I didn't get the job. But I didn't want to work at Staples anyway. I always thought it'd be cool to get let go from the unemployment office, you know? Because then you could just hop to the other side of the counter and be like, hey, can I get some fucking service around here? Just have to wait for him to hire someone new. Yeah, actually, yeah, I got fired recently. And I think it was something I said because I didn't do a fucking thing that day, right? Yeah, my boss came up to me, he's like, hey man, every time I come over, wait, oh, I fucked that joke up. You didn't even know though.
No, we don't know.
Hey, do you hear about the guy that took a punch for Dracula? He was down for the count.
Oh, Lord,
That one's about friendship. I used to be a carpenter. That was pretty cool. One time my friend Steve though, he fucked up pretty bad. You guys, he cut a bunch of his fingers off with a saw.
Oh shit.
And like we both got really woozy and passed out, you know? But then I came to a little bit before my buddy, so I started picking all his fingers up, you know? And then he woke up and he was like, oh my God, Richard, what happened? How many of my fingers did I cut off? And I was like, I don't know, Steve, how many fingers am I holding up?
Oh shit. Oh shit. None.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because now he can count the number of fingers he's cut off on one hand. He's got to use the other one. Because it was 4. This is my impression of him calling the hospital. Huh? Hey, okay.
Bro, Steve.
I got the numbers fucked up.
Oh, Steve is fucked.
He is. It's kind of cool. He actually ended up cutting his arm off too, but it's cool because he's a magician, so he can fit a lot more tricks up his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look on the bright side. One time I went to a magic show, I saw a magician pull a rabbit out of his ass.
Oh my God.
I thought it was pretty cool, but I know he had a hat up there. Come on. I'm not stupid.
That's right.
What else is on here? That statues one didn't work. Fuck. You guys hear about the Pope's farts? No? That makes sense. For they are silent, but holy, but deadly. Butt holy's the funniest part, but you gotta put it in the middle.
Don't say but holy.
Don't say butt holy. Oh, shit. Poop. Poop's funny. You know, you can't spell poop without PP. You know what else is funny? The word pirate only has one eye, right?
What?
That's true. Also, if you put an R in Wong, you spell Wong wrong. Huh? These are word jokes. I'm gonna go back to the butthole. Famous last
Go on
words.
back to the butt.
You know, if you can't see my butthole, you can't see my whole butt. Oh yeah.
That's right.
I told that joke last night and this girl brought me home. Sometimes the shit works out. But then I found out that she's allergic to latex. Yeah, so I couldn't even rub her. Come on. Remember the beginning? It was better. You know, my friend Carl got one of those free condoms from Planned Parenthood recently, and he was complaining to me that it had a hole in it. And I was like, well, yeah, Carl, how is she supposed to get your dick in there, right?
That's right, man.
So when there's 2 or more holes, they gotta be careful. I think it'd be funny if they called Trojan Magnums anacondas, right? Good. Man, this is intimate now. Expectations are high. Unlike me.
We can help you with that.
You know, I used to have a straight edge tattoo, but I got drunk one night and I tried to cover it up and I just woke up with another straight edge tattoo. So I tried to cross it out, you know?
That sucks, man.
That's a Vin Diesel triple X joke. Hey. Oh man, you guys like mushrooms?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
They're cool. I tried to eat mushrooms and go to an escape room one time. I couldn't get out of my house. Maybe next time. Let's see. I was born in a basement and raised in an elevator. When I was 6, I wanted to double my age and I almost overdosed on B12 vitamins. This normally goes at the beginning, but I didn't know what else to say. That wasn't funny either. One time in middle school, my English teacher caught me stealing chairs from his classroom. And he brought me into his office and he was like, "Mr. Bowen, please take a seat." I was like, "That's alright, man. It's only fun if I'm not supposed to." He was like, "Don't you get smart with me." And I was like, "I'm not that worried about it, buddy. 'Cause your grammar is terrible." I didn't get along with that guy. I hated my English teacher. I love my creative writing teacher, though. He'd pass every student no matter what. Yeah, he just didn't give an F, you know?
You get ABCs and D's.
I got you again, Carl.
ABCs and D's, right? ABCs and D's. I'm with you, buddy. Go.
ABC.
You're working these people. Work the shit out of them. Go.
Thanks,
Work
Carl.
them, man. You're putty. They are putty in your hands. Get
President of my fan club.
I am. I'm gonna get.
Hey, did you hear about that Italian sound guy that wanted to increase the range of his microphone? He bought a boom. I like that one too. That was just for you, Carl.
I like it, man.
Oh, yeah. Did you know that 2-in-1 people have tried double penetration? It's true. You don't have to think about it, but it's kind of fun too. Just like tap me or something. I don't know how much time to do, but I got a couple more. Just kidding, I have too many. I could go all night.
Hey, buddy.
What?
2 more.
Oh, 2 more?
Ah,
Damn. I gotta be good. Let's see.
No pressure.
No pressure.
I
Man,
gotta kick a field.
you guys like ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice cream's good. I got an ice cream cone the other day, and then it started sprinkling. It was nuts.
Oh my God!
Isn't that funny that that's one of the 2 I picked? Hey, you guys, you think lobsters can get crabs?
Yeah.
And can crabs get chlamydia? Somebody tried to tell me recently that you can get herpes from a toilet seat. I was like, yeah, or you can just fuck a stranger like a normal person. Fucking weirdo. Alright, you guys, thank you very much. Give it up for the band. Let's boogie.